You look at the streams, oh my goodness. The rock formations, absolutely incredible. It's a beautiful place. And the pictures will tell the story.
Here we go. Oofamobile. We're ready to roll. 5 a.m.
That's the property straight ahead.
these hills, these mountains, 700 foot, 800 foot change in elevation. Even more than that, really. You're 800 feet down by the river, and in some places you're over 2,000 feet at the top. We climbed 700, 800 feet on our own. And you're talking about crawling at times because it's so steep. And when we came down on our backsides because there's no way I could walk down that mountain. So we just got on our bottoms and slid down. How else are you going to get down? It's that rugged. We're told by the local people that there aren't a lot of deer here, but boy, there are sure a lot of bears here. We see a lot of people on the property, but there are not a lot of people. A lot of people, to me, when you're talking about a property as remote as the Gauley Bridge 4600, is that, we saw 6 side-by-sides running the haul roads and the gas roads while we were on the property. But they can't go off those gas roads because you've got a 300-foot drop right next to you on both sides of that gas road. You aren't going to go anywhere but ride the gas roads, and that's what they do. So I think the impact from that is relatively insignificant.
Brent, what was your highlights for the weekend?
One of the highlights was definitely Sand Branch. When we got down on Sand Branch, and it reminded me a lot of the features at Old Man's Cave, how the sandstone wears, and you have Devil's Bathtub, where the water swirls around for thousands of years. And you've got that going on down in the bottom of Sand Branch. And then when you come out onto the Gauley, and there's a highway across the creek, across the Gauley River from you. But if you didn't have that noise, the view, the panorama is outstanding. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah, the views from all the overlooks were tremendous. We walked, Elijah, you and I walked up to that point, Polypody Point. Walked out there. It was a rock outcropping overlooking valley after valley after valley. Gauley River looked like it flowed right into you. It flowed straight towards that rock before it curved around, creating the hook talon of that valley.
The geology was amazing. When we were up there, we were thinking that we could, hold this. It'd be a great geology program, to get people up there to look at all the different plant fossils. When one of those big spines that we were going on the north end, I walked down into that rock outcrop, and the sandstone wall was actually made up of 2 large fossilized tree trunks that were sitting on top of each other. It was insane. They were probably 2 feet in diameter each tree trunk, just stacked right on top of each other. And when you looked up at it closely, you could actually see the flaky bark.
Yeah. West Virginia's been logged and mined, and it's been going on for 2 centuries.
Yeah,
It's been going on for a long time. And so the odds of us finding something that's completely intact are very, very slim. And this land has been rode hard, but it's resilient.
The resilience.
Really resilient. I think, Austin, you would say the same thing about us. You know, we were on the south end in Laurel Branch, really, and Sand Branch all of yesterday. And the north end, I think, by far had better timber. Now, Laurel Branch is the area that was harvested 2018, 2019.
The most recent cut.
The most recent cut. And it wasn't hateful.
It was not.
It wasn't, I mean, and we were in it. We weren't just on the edge of the cut or looking at the cut. We were walking through the cut.
And my drone shots from above looked great.
This fall time has just been really stellar for this, because we can look out over an entire hillside and can, by the color, can determine the composition of the forest. It's pretty difficult to do that at other times of the year. So and just the downright beauty of it, I think we were just dumbfounded the whole time. We've met people here that live here, and they want to see it get a second chance. They don't want to see it cut again. They certainly don't want to see it clear cut, and it hasn't been. It's all been select cuts. So there's scattered big trees all over the place. What I recognize from the time that we spent on the Gauley 4611, the Gauley Bridge, is that all of the land of West Virginia, like all of the land of Ohio, has been significantly impacted by us, by humans. And that the odds, or even the possibility at all, of us finding a absolutely pristine piece of property, it's slim or none. I don't think it's really even possible to expect that. But to have the opportunity to preserve 4,611 acres of property and ensure that it will never be cut again, that's a good thing. The Gauley 4,611, the Gauley Bridge 4611, that's a pretty place. Not easy to get into. You have to have the want to get there. But it's a beautiful place. A beautiful